Hey all you Batman fans, welcome to this week's episode of The Dark Knight Animated Series Returns, the podcast that's all about Batman the Animated Series, where me and a guest, normally John.
That would be me.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's awesome. It's a podcast where we normally sit down and watch one episode of Batman the Animated Series a week, and we talk.
Yes.
Talk about it,
Give thoughts,
Yeah,
ideas.
a review, if you will, a commentary, whatever you want to call it. It's just good fun. Basically, the idea is to get you thinking about the old days, bring the nostalgia back from the cartoons.
Yes, sir.
This week's episode will be the third one in production order. Nothing to fear.
I like this episode.
It's a good episode. Brings us a new villain, which, since this is only the third episode, every week's a new villain. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, so how about we just start it?
Yes.
Same as every week, we're going to skip the credits. If you want to hear our thoughts on the credits, listen to the first episode, you dick fucks.
Ooh.
Alright, here we go. Nothing to fear. So we start with the classic title card. And right away you get a glimpse of who the bad guy is going to be with the silhouette of what looks like some type of frightening crow?
Maybe.
It's a scarecrow. So we open on a gargoyle here in Gotham City, and one thing I noticed is that gargoyle's head looks a lot like Hawkman's helmet. I don't know if that's a nod to anything.
Ooh.
It could be.
Shout out.
Shout out, Hawkman. That's metal. And we pan to see a helicopter flying over Gotham.
I love the style of the buildings in this.
Yeah, it's
It looks
pretty
so awesome.
It's pretty modern. And we see a man in the cockpit of the helicopter with a big ass fucking gun. We cut to Gotham Towers, where inside we have a Save the University charity book signing going on. We hear a man saying it's a tragedy what's been happening to the university.
That's so sad.
What's been happening?
Robberies, vandalism. Where will it end?
Probably never will.
Probably.
Unless there's like some Batman out there.
Oh, maybe.
We see a man leaving in quite a hurry the charity event.
Yeah.
His name is Dr. Long. He's followed by Summer Gleason with Gotham Insider. Summer Gleason. Can I ask you a few questions about the recent robberies?
All right, but I'm in a hurry.
All right, we pan to the outside of an elevator.
Do you have any idea why someone would want to destroy the university?
Says Ms. Gleason. And he responds with,
No, but one more disaster and students will be afraid to set foot on this campus.
I would be too. And as they enter the elevator, who is standing outside? Bruce Wayne. He follows them in. Hello, Summer.
And here we see Bruce's...
Charisma?
Yeah, I guess you could say. The fact that he knows this woman.
Playboy. Philanthropy stuff.
Yeah, that's the word. Philanthropy.
She is very pleasantly surprised to see him.
Bruce, what a pleasant surprise.
We cut to that big ass fucking gun being loaded. And we get our first glimpse of who else was in the helicopter. Looks like a scary crowy kind of guy.
He does, actually.
And we cut to the helicopter flying over Gotham. I always assume this is Gotham since they're in Gotham Towers.
Yeah, you would assume.
Bruce Wayne introduced himself to Dr. Long, who isn't having a bar of it. Refuses the handshake.
Your father and I attended university together. He had big plans for you.
I guess he'd be pleased.
Bruce says, I guess he'd be pleased.
Wayne Industries is more prosperous than ever.
Pleased? When your father was alive, Wayne was a name that commanded great respect.
I love those old people for having such a freaking hatred for the younger generation.
Exactly, they hold grudges, man. Now all Wayne stands for is a self-centered, jet-setting playboy.
Aha.
That's not bad. If Steve stood for that, I'd be so happy.
That'd be amazing.
It's lucky your father didn't live to see what you've done to his good name.
If I was Batman, I would have knocked him the fuck out.
Right out the window.
Right, yeah.
He'd have died of shame.
That was the coldest line we've had so far.
Wow.
And it may possibly be the coldest line.
Wow.
Unless you count Mr. Freeze. Freeze! And as Dr. Long leaves, Summer chases after him, saying we haven't finished the interview.
Oh.
He's probably just venting his anger for what's happening to the university.
That's quite the accent you got there.
Thank you.
She's so pretty.
She's so pretty. And the elevator door closes. Bruce looks a little upset yet a little happy at the same time. Like, he just looks smug.
Like, oh.
And as he goes down, he notices the helicopter outside the building that we've been following this whole time. It hovers above the university building.
Drops a ladder down.
Drops a rope ladder, yep. Okay. We have we cut to the inside of the university.
Yes.
First thing I want to note, there was a giant-ass safe there.
There's a giant safe.
It's not a bank, it's a university.
Yes. Why do they have a safe?
Second, the guy they got guarding said safe has his feet kicked up on the desk eating, I'm going to say, a chocolate chip cookie
Sure.
while reading a Tiny Toons Adventures comic.
Oh.
As he's reading his comic, enjoying his cookie, an explosion goes off, which looks to have knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
And we see 3 thugs entering from the roof. Oh, no, the guard's awake.
Oh, man.
He looks up just in time to see them enter through the roof.
Coming in the ladder.
1 down, 2 down.
And then...
Third man with a duffel bag.
Very skinny man at that.
Very skinny. Ho-ho! Definitely wearing a mask and some freaky hat.
Security guard pushes a button.
And pulls a gun.
Oh.
Hold it right there.
This man puts... the leader of these guys, or who I presume is the leader, puts his hand up, and red mist shoots out and hits the cop in the face, causing him to choke, start coughing. Why isn't he shooting yet?
Yeah, what? Oh.
Stop! What the?
No! No spiders! Get them off of me! No! No! Ah!
Oh.
And you see spiders crawling all over him,
That's scary.
but it must be in his own mind, because it's only when you see it from his point of view.
Yeah.
And the 2 henchmen now ask, again, who I presume is the leader.
What do you do to him, boss?
He says, I merely helped him visualize his innermost terror.
The lizard.
The lizard. Which is obviously arachnophobia. Which is a fear of spiders.
Yes, it is.
One of the thugs does not comprehend this because he says,
A whack a what?
to which the leader replies, as I said earlier,
Arachnophobia.
there are spiders, you dim-witted dropouts. Now to the vaults. And we cut to outside where Batman's swinging around on a rope.
Fantastic.
Another thing I wanted to note there,
Okay, go ahead.
the grappling hook.
Yes.
He swings down, lands on a building, and lets it go.
Right.
How many times has he done that? It's the same issue I have with Spider-Man and his webs.
How many ropes are actually hanging around in town?
There has to be a guy whose job is solely to go around
Yes.
cleaning up after Batman.
That's true.
What were you gonna? What was your point?
They were at the tower.
Yes.
The Gotham Towers.
Gotham Towers.
When did they ever get to this building?
Well, John, I'm a little disappointed.
What?
If you notice, Bruce Wayne saw the helicopter floating above that building from Gotham Towers.
For some reason, I was a little bit confused. I thought they were still like at a lower part of that same building.
No.
So
they're
okay, there we go.
So we
My
got
mistake.
that. All right, so Batman's land. He's perched looking down at the university.
Oh.
Another explosion goes off. It's the vault. Oh! Sorry. Did I say another explosion goes off? Explosion! Mark that down. It turns out the vault was blown up. And we see the leader of this gang again saying, Nigel, you stand guard here. And the thug says,
I'm ready for anything.
Oh, I'm ready, boss. Pretty water. They enter. One of the thugs and the leader enter the vault. They start pulling boxes, and I gotta point it out. Favorite thing from cartoons growing up: the different colored drawer.
Yes.
It's that classic
Yep.
thing is you know exactly what drawer he's gonna open because
Yep.
it's a slight different shade of green or
Yep.
whatever. I love that from the 90s.
Yep.
He picks up money saying,
Come to Papa.
and then the leader says, take what you can, burn the rest! Which confuses the thug, causing him to reply with,
Burn it, boss.
burn it, boss. This isn't about money, you dim-witted fuck! It's about revenge!
That's
Guess
not
which
in the
word I
episode.
added. I'll give you a hint.
It was dim, wasn't it?
It was-
You added dim.
I forgot what I said. It was dim. I had a dim and wit. He pulls out a can of gasoline. We see the thug look at the money as to say, no, it's supposed to be about the money, boss. And the leader starts throwing gasoline everywhere.
Yep.
Crystal clear gas.
Beautiful. Hell, boss, it's the Batman. He's got...
Oh, sounds like one of the other thugs is in trouble outside of the vault. Climb up there and wait for my signal.
Sure thing, boss.
And the other thug leaves the vaults. Now the leader starts going through the duffel bag and picks out 2 pills. I hope they're not drugs. As all of a sudden, one of the thieves is thrown into the vault unconscious. So this leader of the gang tosses those pills, which turn out to be little gas...
Pellets.
Yeah, gas pellets.
Yeah. Oh. Classic.
Doesn't bother Batman though, as he's already got his gas mask on as he walks into the vault.
He came with that. Like
he's prepared, man. I wonder if he does that like once every 50 missions.
So once Mom throws it on.
Just like, oh, I haven't worn the gas mask in 49 nights. And becomes James Earl Jones.
Darth Batman.
So as Batman enters, we hear, "Welcome, Batman."
I don't think he sounds that way.
That's how he sounds in my voice.
Oh, okay.
A gas mask? Perhaps you are as resourceful as they say. Who are you? I didn't even mean that, but yes.
Who are you?
I am fear incarnate, he says. I love him being like a very camp Voldemort.
Yeah.
He pulls out what's either a flare or a stick of dynamite.
Ooh.
Or you remember those water snakes? Yeah, it's one of those water snakes. Those things are cool.
Gotta hold on to that shit.
And he says, I am the terror of Gotham.
I am the Scarecrow.
So we finally have a name. We can
Yes.
stop calling him the leader.
Yes.
It is the Scarecrow.
Oh. Looks like a
Yeah,
flare.
he
of some
lit the
kind?
flare. And Batman says, give it up. There's no way out. Except
Is he Bane now?
you.
Is he Bane now? Like,
He's whatever voice I give him. I've come to take your flares. Fucking Bane. And we cut to a shot of one of the thugs on top of a stack of boxes,
yes.
spying on Batman and the Scarecrow.
Oh, he's on a shelf.
Oh, he's on, yeah, and he jumps at the Batman, who has no problem.
Wrestling him.
He starts wrestling him,
Oh.
and Scarecrow pulls out a dart gun.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, time out. Where the hell's his mask?
I didn't even notice.
So Batman gets shot in the back of the neck with a dart gun, turns around, and his mask is gone.
Maybe when they hit him in the back of the neck, it snapped the strap that was holding it on. It flew off.
If I know anything from the Dark Knight or Rises, it fucking, that would cause him incredible pain. For you. So Batman starts like convulsing kinda as he lunges for Scarecrow.
Yeah, all stumbly.
Causes Scarecrow to drop the flare, which ignites the gasoline.
Go figure.
Batman slams Scarecrow against the I'm gonna call them deposit boxes.
Sure.
Because it's like a bank and a university.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Comic logic. Cartoon logic, sorry.
Yes.
And as Batman's struggling with Scarecrow, Scarecrow says,
Fight all you want, Batman.
but you must succumb to the fear. And we see Batman struggling. He falls to the ground. He tears a piece of Scarecrow's, I want to call it like a bib.
His bib.
It's a piece of his uniform.
Yep.
And as he falls to the ground, Scarecrow says, what hidden terror keeps the Batman awake at night?
And the flames grow higher.
As the flames start rising, Scarecrow looks around a little scared, and he's like, come on, you cretins, this does not look good.
Get the fuck out.
My work is done. Hop to. And he runs out of there with his 2 thugs in tail.
Yes.
As the flames keep rising and rising, Batman keeps falling and falling.
Oh, he's Getting up.
struggling to get up.
Oh.
He's up. He's taking a few
And-
steps
oh.
towards the exit. Yeah, he's down again. All of a sudden, we start hearing a voice coming from the fire.
Oh.
Bruce! What?
Can't be.
Bruce! Bruce, you have failed! Oh, this is a dude. It's his dad. So the fires turn into Bruce Wayne's dad.
Who apparently is very falsetto.
Yes. I am your father, Bruce. You have failed me. And Batman says, Father,
What?
you have disgraced the family name. Ooh, says Bruce's father. And Batman starts. It looks like he just breaks down in the fetal position and
Yeah,
cries
just
himself
holding
to
himself-
sleep.
Yeah.
As we cut to the first commercial break of the episode.
Wow.
Intense episode so far.
So far, scary.
Awesome new villain.
Yeah.
Scarecrow. We get to see Bruce's father for the first time,
Yeah.
which is a little bit of a hint to his past kind of thing. It's never been shown before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
The fact that he's actually thinking about his parents in that way, how they're like looking down on him, you feel so bad at the same time. You're like, what the fuck's going on?
It's cool to see that Batman's not afraid of dying or the criminals
Yeah.
he fights. He's afraid of letting his parents down to this day.
Exactly.
Move on, Bruce.
Yeah.
You don't got nothing to prove.
No,
You were
you've
10.
done so much.
Yeah,
so
like,
far.
you're the goddamn Batman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Michael Keaton. All right, let's come back from the break. We come back and we still got Batman on the ground, and the fire starts going down randomly. Now, science, okay?
Okay.
Science.
Science.
Because all of a sudden the sprinklers turn on and start to put out the fire. We see Thomas Wayne, or Bruce's father, disappear. I don't know his name is Thomas, hasn't been said in the show. He talks like this. I don't remember what he talks like.
Okay, well.
But as the fire goes out,
Yes.
that would not happen. It's a gasoline fire. Water does not put out a gas fire.
That's true.
That shit would have burned faster.
That's true.
All right, Batman should be dead right now.
Wow.
And as the fire goes out, Batman's like, "No, don't.
Wait.
Fire, stay." He's all sad that his life's being saved by the sprinklers. So he mopes for a little bit, hangs his head in shame. Cut to the front of the building where 3 cops bust in.
Okay, now this is where.
I have the same point
Okay.
you do, I feel. Go.
Why aren't they arresting him?
Yes.
They've been trying to catch him for the past couple episodes.
Yep. It's all about catching the bat.
And now they're all like, what the hell happened? What's going on? Are you okay? Like,
They come in and see Batman, like,
yeah.
almost incapacitated, and they're like, "Batman, what happened?"
Yeah.
Batman, what happened?
Like, it doesn't make sense. Batman, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow? What do you mean?
He's right.
That
There's
was...
some guy dressed like a scarecrow.
Oh, this is the voice of that first guard we saw who was a big fan of the Tiny Toons.
He tried to torch the bank, but Batman stopped him.
Again, it said university on the outside of the
It
building.
did. Thank you.
It said university, not bank.
Thank you.
But hey, cartoon logic.
Yep.
And then we get Bullock for the first time this episode.
All right, then. Where is this scarecrow?
I don't even know. And the guard says, well, he got away.
Ooh.
You mean the commissioner's pet bat here? Let him get away? Again, Bullock is all about arresting this fucker.
He is.
Slap
He
the
cannot stay. What did he ever do to him?
It's just the fact that he's a vigilante, which is against the law. But slap the cup. Don't slap any cups. Drink from cups. Slap the cuffs on him and bring him to jail.
How easy would it be right there? He's
Literally, they're touching chest basically.
vigilante.
He notices the piece of cloth in Batman's hand and says, "What do you got there? That kind of looks like bullying evidence to
You know
me."
what I'm saying?
Batman just grips it tightly. Bullock says, "Give it up now."
Ooh.
Batman shoves him. Police brutality.
Yep. Instant arrest right there.
Or assaulting an officer.
Yep.
Bullock pulls out his gun saying he's going to have to take it from Batman.
Oh.
When Commissioner comes in,
Bullet! What the blazes is going on here?
What the fuck is happening?
the fuck you think you're doing, you piece of dick? Blaze is right, Commissioner. It's an attempted arson, says Bullock.
Ooh.
Zorro here is withholding effort.
About to say Batman is withholding evidence,
Yep.
calls him Zorro, which is an awesome nod to the creation of Batman.
Okay.
He was actually heavily inspired from the character Zorro.
Oh.
And in a lot of iterations of his backstory,
Yes.
the movie they're actually watching at the theater they leave is the Mark of Zorro.
Really?
When his parents get gunned down.
Wow.
But Batman's nowhere to be seen.
Yes.
Commissioner, you were saying? Never mind, said Bullock as he stomps his hat on the ground, puts his hand on his hip like a sassy black woman, and is like, he did look exactly like the cover to a Medea movie.
True.
That would be an awesome catchphrase for
Can you
Bullock.
imagine?
Where'd Batman go? So we cut to what looks like a factory warehouse type thing, where it's Scarecrow and his henchmen watching or listening to a newscast, watching a newscast.
With Summer Gleason.
Oh, was that Summer Gleason?
That was Summer Gleason.
Interesting. So a nice little throwback to
Yeah.
Summer Gleason from the beginning of the episode, talking about an attempted arson by someone called Scarecrow that was thwarted by Batman.
Yes.
It seems I have underestimated the Batman. Listeners, just a little insight into the studio. I have to do this weird thing with my hands just to make that noise. I'm like
T-Rex.
a T-Rex that got stabbed in the spine. You know what I mean? A little bit of spinal damage. All right. Scarecrow turns off the TV. But at least the university is finished. Again, cementing the fact that it was a university.
There! Again!
Cartoon logic. Gee, boss, I never liked school, but how come you hate the university so much? Says one of the thugs.
I love your voices.
Thank you. To which Scarecrow replies,
They tried to destroy me.
You mean they kicked you out because you weren't smart enough? No, you fuckhead!
No, simpleton.
Sorry.
Simpleton.
Sorry, simpleton. Those words look the same.
They do.
Fuckhead, simpleton!
That's how they're spelled.
Yeah, there's only one letter difference, right?
Yeah.
The Q. The silent Q at the start of fuckhead.
Yep. The silent invisible one.
So he says, No, you simpleton! I taught there! Under the name Professor Scare-E-Crow.
That's gross.
That's not part of the... I wish that was his name. Scare-E-Crow. He claims that I was a professor of psychology specializing in phobias.
Inducing terror has always intrigued me.
And we get a flashback, I believe, of young Scarecrow in high school.
Oh, he's such a lanky, weird, creepy motherfucker.
His face, talking to two young ladies. And we get the voiceover. Even as a boy, I loved to frighten things. People, animals, it was all the same. And he pulls... You see young Scarecrow pull out a bunch of snakes and chase these two little girls off. He's got 6 snakes in the school.
holding like bouquets of flowers.
And he pulled them out of his pocket. The fuck, Scarecrow? I became obsessed with fear's gripping power.
Oh.
We cut to him as a slightly older, who looks like a professor now.
Yeah.
Looking in at a lady who's locked in a room with ants?
Cockroaches?
Maybe cockroaches? Just crawling all over.
Oh.
And he looks like he's jerking it. He looks like he's just watching like, oh yeah, so scared. Scare Khan. And we cut to the hall where he's walking away now.
Okay, this hallway
Yes.
has a number of doors on it.
Yes, about a dozen, I'd say.
Yes, for different rooms to lock people in to do these tests on. How is this allowed?
Fucking he's got a bloody good lawyer, man. Scarecrow's just having a time with these people. And the voiceover continues, later when I became the leading professor of subliminal psychology, the best professor.
Professor.
At the university, I began performing experiments. And again, we get to see another one of these experiments, which has a very Nazi vibe to it.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like the Scarecrow is in the room. They look the exact same.
Whoa.
Or like a young Archie or some shit. That's full of rats and green gas?
Yes.
Like,
What's that gas?
mustard? I'm gonna go with mustard. Green mustard gas. I began performing experiments on fear and its subsequent effects. Shut up. Trying to give it some life.
Sorry.
Dr. Long thought I went too far. And we see what looks like 3 other professors just giving shit to Scarecrow. He called me a lunatic.
Well.
He looks pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
And we cut back to the actual Scarecrow, mask and all.
Mm-hmm.
So now they will learn the true nature of horror. Wow, he's a real professor, says one of the thugs. Like they had no idea what their boss was all about when they signed on.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's another university.
Museum benefit.
We see a close-up of the Gotham City paper that says museum benefit.
But they were...
What happened last night?
They were just there. How many do they have to
A
have?
bunch, I guess.
How bad's that university doing?
So we cut to the inside of what looks like a nightclub. Okay. Listeners, I'm a little confused.
Yes.
Because we see what looks like a stripper,
Yeah, a little dance
Walk
floor.
which made me think it was a nightclub. No, this is the Batcave.
Yes.
Apparently. Okay, what is this thing? Yeah. Okay, it's some kind of analyzer.
Okay, sure it is.
It's analyzing the piece of Scarecrow's mask, apparently.
Yep.
We hear the computer say,
Exhibit A, Scarecrow mask.
"Well, analyze and cross-reference people."
And who do we see here?
Bruce Wayne looking...
Wholly disheveled.
He looks rough, man.
Yeah.
He's got that 5 o'clock shadow
Yeah,
going.
his hair's all a mess.
He looks like he's got a headache, hasn't slept in a while.
Wrinkles under.
Picks up a picture of his parents,
Pretty shaky.
just trembling. You failed me, son! Woo! That could have been either his mom or his dad.
It was his dad.
It was his dad.
Yeah.
Faded me, son.
And we hear a voiceover.
He puts the picture down, face down.
Oh, he does. He's too ashamed. Summer Gleason's on the TV talking about the campus bank.
Oh.
Does every campus does schools have banks?
No.
This is killing me.
It has to make sense. Cartoon logic.
Cartoon logic, university banks, fucking
I don't know, dude.
IHOP dog parks, too. I don't know. So she's reporting about Batman thwarting the attempted arson on the Scarecrow, but failing to catch the perpetrators, which is repeated.
Failed to catch the perpetrators. Failed.
Failed. Where Alfred walks in and says,
Imagine that, sir.
and Bruce Wayne replies, "What?" Now I'd like to bring up that this will be the last time we will see Alfred played by Clive Reville.
That's right.
He provided the voice in the first 3 produced episodes before moving on and handing the role over to, let me get this right, Elfram Zimbalist Jr.
That poor kid.
Yeah, he would have got Elfram. You can tell he's old because his name's Elfram.
Elfram.
Alfred replies with,
Someone dressed up in a frightening costume, running around scaring people.
I'm going to give you that as a joke to Alfred.
Joke.
Yep. What will they think of next, he says. Which Bruce replies, the question is, why would Scarecrow want to destroy the university? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
We've already had it answered as the audience.
Alfred has?
Yeah.
Perhaps he flunked his head.
Another joke, too.
Yep.
2 in like 10 seconds.
Go, Alfred.
And Bruce,
Are you alright, sir?
the Scarecrow drugged me with some kind of fear toxin.
I never know when it's going to hit me.
I'm having horrible visions of my father. Sounds like a real bitch, too. And Bruce is sweating heavily.
Oh.
He says I'm shaming the family name. And Bruce walks over to a cliff. I thought he was gonna jump.
I thought so too.
He was just, I'm done. Might as well
walking,
end
dude.
it. Well, Alfred replies with,
That's rubbish. I know your father would be proud of you.
I know your father will be proud of you, because I'm so proud of you.
wow, what a touching moment.
Now come on, it's time for chicken soup and a good night's sleep.
Time for Brucey boy to go to bed. Alfred?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, bud.
Just gets you right there, you know? Just, oh.
So we cut to the outside of the university again. Looks like a fancy gala is going on. A lot of pudgy people in suits.
It's him.
That look. It's who?
That could be Zorro. That could be,
Monsieur Clyde.
It's almost reminiscent of Bruce Wayne.
It does look a lot like Bruce Wayne, but with a twiddly French mustache.
Somebody else it reminds me of, but I can't think of the guy's name right now.
Matches Malone.
Not Matches Malone.
Antonio Banderas. A little bit, actually.
Stark.
He does look a lot like Stark.
He does.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
That's Marvel. Blasphemy.
Yeah, well.
We go to a donation box where people are...
Holy
whoa!
Look at that one there.
That check is for $50,000.
No. 80.
That's for $80,000.
$80,000 check.
Motherfuckers just be dropping this.
And they did this the night before, too.
I gotta get me some of that. All of a sudden, we see that green gas we saw earlier,
Oh.
and the crowd, we're being gassed! Oh no, 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 no! They start panicking as gas comes through the vent.
Oh. Meanwhile.
We cut to the two thugs we saw earlier, this time wearing gas masks.
Yes.
Smart move.
Mm-hmm.
And they enter with Tommy guns, followed by the Scarecrow.
Why isn't the Scarecrow wearing a mask?
Because his mask is the mask.
Oh, fair.
In comic
Okay.
logic, anyway.
Yeah.
It's not explained here.
Okay.
He walks up to Dr. Long, who is holding the case of money, and Scarecrow says, "Thank you, Dr. Long. I'll be taking that."
But it's not about the money.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
This is just bonus. Dr. Long says, "Over my dead body, punk." Scarecrow says, "If you insist."
Oh.
Shoots him with the red gas.
Oh, no.
What's happening?
Oh, shit. Dr. Long's hands just turned to skeletons. It scared me.
Now, this was back in the day when we were young kids.
That scared me legit
This
a
is
little bit.
ridiculous scary. The
Yeah.
Joker himself is, freaky all get out. This is, like, terrifying stuff.
Clayface we'll get to eventually.
Yeah.
He was my least...
Yeah.
I hated him. He scared
Okay.
me. So Dr. Long starts freaking out because of this fear toxin.
Mm-hmm.
Scarecrow says, "Bring him! His torture has just begun!" You know he has a semi, right?
Oh, of course.
He's totally popping a half chub. The thugs pick up Dr. Long and carry him away.
Oh.
Scarecrow...
Meanwhile. No.
What's this guy?
Why?
The guy on the pole.
He's climbing up. Why?
No, he's not. He climbs up one step and then climbs down a step.
Really?
Yes. Everyone's just freaking out in the university. Scarecrow runs up the stairs.
Oh.
Oh, snagged by a rope. It's Batman. Batman? I am surprised. As you can tell by my voice. I thought you'd be home enjoying my time-released fear toxin. And Batman,
He looks like, whoa.
he kind of gives this look like, shit, yeah, I probably should. And then looks at the crowd like, what the fuck are you looking at? Get out of here.
Welcome to everyone's worst fear. Isn't it invigorating?
Batman's still looking at the crowd who are shocked to see him. And one lady yells,
It's a giant bat!
and smacks him with a purse. Just a few good wallops.
And this guy just goes psycho.
Yeah, this crackhead just jumps on him like, get him, motherfucker! I'm on steroids. And they all just start attacking him. Well, Scarecrow starts laughing, and probably my favorite line to say, "Marvelous! Simply marvelous!" he says.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
And takes off with the money.
Later.
And Batman starts, just throwing these civilians around, chasing after the Scarecrow. He brings back the grapple gun.
Thank you.
He didn't have it last episode.
No.
He's got it this one.
Why? What's...
And I don't know if you saw there, but it shoots right into the ceiling.
Yes, rather than
Any of
nothing?
your questions about what is it attached to, it shoots into something.
Okay, fair.
That has been answered now.
Okay.
He swings over top of all the civilians.
He went up like 8 stairs at a time.
He did.
He did.
He's jumping stairs. Busts out to the roof where he sees a blimp.
A blimp.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Gone. I got a blimp now.
I forgot it at home.
He looks up to see it taking off.
And a hose.
Okay. I was going to say, there's just this random rope dangling from it. Nay.
Nay.
It's the hose hooked up to the vents feeding the gas.
Yes.
Batman leaps and jumps onto it.
He's holding on for dear life.
He is holding on as they're going through the city.
Whoa.
You think that gas would be affecting him?
You would think so. But he's already affected, though.
Yeah, that's true. He's just soldiering through.
Yep.
He starts climbing the hose, trying to get to the blimp. I would be shitting my pants that high up. The blimp's just... We see a long shot of it flying over Gotham.
Uh-huh.
Nothing... It's really a time filler.
Yeah.
We cut to the inside, where Scarecrow's just having himself a little giggle.
He's having a heyday.
He's just... My revenge is complete! The university is in the grip of fear!
I expect him to jump up and like click his heels
Yeah, a
together.
little bit. Freeze frame. He's just doing a little dance. Well, the one thug is driving. Dr. Long's knocked out.
Yep.
He says, and Batman has been annihilated.
He's dancing.
Doing it. He does a little jig. Annihilated. Destroyed. Dead. Fucking 6 feet under.
Pushing up daisies.
One of his henchmen says, duh, then who's that, boy? And we see Batman climbing the hose.
I don't believe it. Anthony, take care of him.
And he sends apparently Anthony out to get him. Anthony says, who, me? But boss. Do it! Fucking simple fuckhead.
Snaps a gun in his hands.
He just gives him a Tommy gun and says, get outside. Batman's like creeping along the blimp. So this thug comes out and says,
Get that line.
pulls a Tommy gun.
Holding it with one hand.
One-handed. Batman chucks a batarang at his hand, knocking the gun out.
And it's stuck in him.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
was stuck in his hand. Wow.
Grotesque, bro. He drops the gun for a second, manages to pick it up, and put Batman's over there.
Oh.
They start tussling, the gun goes off, and it's blowing holes in this blimp. You'd think it'd be going down by now.
You think so? Oh.
By the way, this is a laser Tommy gun. It's shooting lasers. It sets the cabin of the blimp on fire, and they start going down.
Oh, they're going out of control.
They're just tussling on top. Do something, says Scarecrow to the other thug who's driving.
Me, you're the genius. Oh no, look.
And they're about to hit a building. Nope, they hit a building.
No, they do.
It causes Batman and the thug on top to fall off.
Anthony, no.
And we get a commercial break, leaving us to wonder what is the fate of the Batman.
I'm on the edge of my seat here, man.
I think he's gonna die.
I think so.
I think 3 episodes into the 109, that's it for Batman.
That's it.
This is all about Anthony now.
After the 3rd episode, they're changing it to like something different. It's not Batman anymore.
So, second commercial break, what do you think?
Dude, this show continues to be awesome.
It's not.
Like, just blast from the past, amazing, just
I'm loving
ripping.
the Scarecrow, with his fear toxin, causing, civilians to attack Batman, because
That I don't get, though.
I do. It was
Okay.
actually referenced in Batman Begins.
Okay, but it's supposed to be a fear toxin.
Yep.
Everybody else who's been affected by it so far has been scared of everything.
Yep.
Instead, these guys rage and start attacking
I see
Batman.
what you mean. Yeah, they all go, they're drawn directly to him.
Yeah, they try to kill him.
Mm.
Why? Like, I just don't get that.
That's a good question.
So,
Cartoon logic.
yeah, answer for everything.
All right, so we come back and we pick up right where we left off. Batman and Anthony are falling, presumably to their doom. When Batman shoots his grapple hook, hits the blimp.
Did he even bother to try and catch that guy?
He did put a hand out,
Okay.
but I believe he saw that, what is it called, an awning?
Okay.
that
Yeah.
the bad guy was gonna fall onto. He's like, he'll probably be safe anyways. And cartoon logic, the bad guy lands on an awning that doesn't rip,
From like 150 stories up.
Yep.
But
bounces and lands safely.
yeah.
So we cut back, we see the blimp on fire, it's smoke pouring out. The thug inside has a blanket. And that's how they're putting the fire out. He's
Yep.
just like waving a white
Yeah.
flag, like, we give up, stop
Come on,
fire.
please, come
We win."
on.
He says, what are we gonna do, Professor? Apparently Scarecrow's cool with being called
Yeah.
Professor now. It's not boss or anything.
Yeah.
Scarecrow replies with,
I believe we can leave it to my fear toxin.
Batman climbs and manages to get back on top of the blimp, but he is done. When all of a sudden we hear a voice. Bruce! Batman looks down
Whoa.
and he's got a little bit of vertigo right now. He's looking a little scared and says, "Oh no."
Not now.
We see, I don't know, a 200-foot tall version of his father with glowing red eyes, who just says, "You're a disgrace," and morphs into a skeleton.
Scary as fuck.
For a split second, we see this giant skeleton with vampire teeth.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Terrifying.
So Batman, trying to resist the toxin, says, "You are not my father. I am not a disgrace." And this thing's still just fucking with his mind. And here it is.
The best.
We get the classic Kevin Conroy.
Yep.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
That line.
Amazing.
Oh.
That's become Conroy's signature.
Yep.
And we cut back to this guy. Look at his
I
teeth.
was gonna say.
Some of them are upside down,
down.
pointed. Some of them aren't pointed at all. They're just like crooked. I'm not as scared anymore.
They're just so lazy. Just like, oh, fuck it. I can't drop points.
And with pure determination, Batman causes his hallucinations to stop.
And he's swinging.
Kicks off the blimp a couple times. He could have just slid down the rope,
You
but
could
hey,
have. Whatever floats your boat.
he's getting momentum like a pendulum.
Yep.
And he swings right through a window to a startled Scarecrow. No! Batman's still looking a little tired. Scarecrow says, "Stop him!" He gets
Got you.
slammed by the other thug from behind.
Whoa.
They start tussling. Now,
Okay. Go ahead.
Batman, with the thug on his back, walks backward into a console that's completely on fire.
On fire.
And sits there.
Yeah. He's like,
Just
whoosh.
The bad guy's fine. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of warm, but I like it. So the blimp hits another building.
Yep.
Batman grabs the thug by the neck as Scarecrow pulls out that famous dart gun. And just as Scarecrow shoots, Batman turns, and the thug gets hit by the dart.
Oh.
No. No more prison walls. They're closing in on me.
As it looks like he's in a cage that's closing in around him. No!
And he jumps.
He jumps. He commits suicide, basically.
Jumps out the. There is no way.
I don't even know. Cartoon logic. He lands on a bonsai tree.
Wow.
A
looks like a-
shrubby tree.
It's a giant bonsai.
A branch would have impaled him.
Easily.
So we cut to Scarecrow, who runs over to sit on a chair real quick.
God, I gotta sit down. Oh. All this evil.
Batman says, "It's over for you, Scarecrow." And Scarecrow says, "Only for you and the Doctor, Batman." Turns out that chair was a hang glider made of cardboard and PVC pipe. Scarecrow hits eject, leaves the blimp, and
Yep.
flies off. So we're left with Batman all alone in a burning blimp
Yep.
that's out of control. Panning across Gotham now. Batman picks up Dr. Long, who's been there this whole time. Dr. Long says,
What's going on?
to which Batman says,
Just hold on.
they start walking.
But how?
Yep, they start walking somewhere on the blimp. Oh, to the back end. And they just jump. Batman holding the Doctor. It doesn't show how they land.
No.
He's just fine.
Yeah.
as rubble falls all over top of them, thanks to the blimps. Explosion!
God damn it.
Do 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 do. Where's this pencil? Explosion. Another one. And we cut to Batman in the Batmobile somehow. I have no idea how they got there.
I have no idea.
He hits a button on the Bat computer that says, Exhibit A, Scarecrow Mask, Analysis Complete. And it shows us that a substance is manufactured by 5 corporations in Gotham. Now this is kind of cool because it gives you a list of 5 different companies.
Yes.
2 of them stand out to me.
Okay.
The very last one on the list is Star Labs.
Yep.
Which is actually a reference to Green Arrow.
Okay.
He lives in Star City. Star Labs is part of that.
Okay.
And the first one is Axis Engineering. You recognize that?
Vaguely.
It's from the 1989 Batman movie. It is the factory that Jack Nicholson's character Jack Napier gets pushed into the chemicals and becomes the Joker.
Really?
Yep. Nice little nod to
I like that.
to the movies.
Fantastic.
So we know it's down to about 5 factories.
Yep.
Batman says, "Compute."
Cross-reference former employees of Gotham State University with the chemical labs.
Computer's searching. They found one. Jonathan Crane,
Yes.
owner of Crane Chemicals.
So he's a professor and he owns a factory?
He's multi-talented.
Apparently.
He was a professor, now he owns Crane Chemicals. I bet he's very good at tap dance.
Maybe.
So Batman's looking up the background on Crane.
Former professor of psychology, specialty, fear and phobias.
And Batman says,
Bingo.
so he erases a bunch of shots of the Batmobile, but no long shot.
Thinking the glider crash.
It just crashed. It's not landed. It's broken up in a heap at his chemical, which is in a cornfield.
Yeah, as a factory.
It just has to be in a cornfield for
course
the
it does.
Scarecrow. We cut inside. We see the Scarecrow looking.
I never referenced. I never thought
Yeah,
that.
exactly. We cut inside to see the Scarecrow looking perturbed. It's not fair. Revenge was within my grasp. I was so close. And he pulls off his mask. We see it's Jonathan Crane,
Yes.
the Scarecrow, whose fear gas is just going off on its own. He starts choking on. Who turned the fear gas on? Oh, the lights go out.
Oh.
He says, "What's going on? Who's there?" Because he doesn't have his mask
That's
on
true.
anymore. He sees an invisible bat creature. Ah! He screams. The bat starts flying out. I wouldn't be scared of this bat.
You wouldn't be?
No, that looks so
Why?
cartoony.
It's a cartoon.
Fair enough. So this bat's just attacking Jonathan Crane. It's like, no, help, please, stop.
Oh.
And he stumbles backwards into, dun 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 dun, I'm the Dark Knight. No, stop, leave me alone, he says. What's the matter, Scarecrow?
Can't handle your own medicine?
Batman joke?
Yeah, I'd give that as a
Okay.
joke. That's a Batman joke. Yeah. And Crane, still freaking out, says,
Batman! No, stay away, please!
freaking out over Batman. Batman just like,
Changes.
he does like a kind of Shia LaBeouf, like, do it now! And becomes, oh, what's his name? The leader of the gargoyles.
Goliath?
Goliath. That's what he becomes. He becomes Goliath and just starts choking Crane, picks him up, and fade to black.
Yep.
We cut to the commissioner's office. I assume Batman won that fight.
You would think so.
We see Bullock, who's all like, look at the facts, commish. Batman's withholding evidence.
Even helped the Scarecrow guy escape. I bet my badge he and Scarecrow are in cahoots.
Commissioner Gordon says,
Your badge?
with a question mark. Bullock's all like, Bullock looks up to see Jonathan Crane hanging from a ceiling fan, which actually makes sense because he's a skinny fuck,
Yeah.
with a picture of the bat symbol taped to his chest. And Commissioner Gordon says,
Now, about that badge.
And Bullock's all like, "Oh, well, I didn't say
I don't have a
nothing."
badge. What are you talking about?
And we cut to a gravestone. It looks like Thomas and Martha Wayne, Bruce Wayne's parents. Bruce lays 2 roses down at them, looking like a badass
my
psycho.
God.
Like he's a
I love the fact that he's wearing a yellow shirt underneath the black coat.
Yep,
Like the tie into the Batman.
little nod with the black sunglasses.
And
as he walks away, we see his shadow is a Batman, and
Yep.
we fade to black. That is the end of this episode.
wow.
I would just awesome.
Yes.
Amazing.
Every single time.
So, we had our classic characters: Kevin Conroy as Batman, Bob Hastings, Commissioner Gordon,
Yep.
Clive Reville. Again, it's his very, very last episode as Alfred.
Kind of a shame, honestly. I did like him for the first.
I'm excited for the next episode just to
Yeah.
see who we get
Mhm.
or how Elfram Zimbalist does.
Yeah.
We also had guests like Henry Pollock II,
Yeah.
who played Scarecrow. That's the only one I care about. Everyone else, get fucked.
Yep.
So yeah, that was the end of Batman, the animated series, episode Nothing to Fear.
This show never ceases to amaze.
It doesn't.
Honestly, every episode.
It's only the 3rd one we've done, but I've had fun
Oh my god, yes.
100% of the time so far.
So many memories coming back, so much this show is just amazing. I'd honestly forgotten all about it until we started
I also
doing
like
this.
the villains we've got. We've got 3 pretty unique ones. We've got Man-Bat, Scarecrow, and Joker.
Yep.
One's just a dude who's out of control.
Yeah.
Primal beast.
Mhm.
One's a dude who's all about fear.
Yep.
And one's just wild card.
Psycho.
Just goes nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, the animation in this one was awesome. I love
Yes.
those little, like when we saw the drawer a different color, and that's the drawer that's
And
going
a
to get
nod
open.
too, yep.
The nods to, well, I guess not the nods, but some of the stuff that the movies drew from.
Yep.
Like that Scarecrow scene gassing Batman
Yep.
and so much stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to have to wrap this episode up for today because we're all out of episode. So this has been episode 3 of the Dark Knight Animated Series Returns.
Yes,
A
it has.
podcast that's about everything and anything Batman the Animated Series.
Mhm.
I think it's actually our longest episode yet.
Wow.
The most voices we've done, that's for sure. I'm going to have to replace those with some Scarecrow.
Actually, yeah.
If you guys like what you hear, remember to like us, rate us on iTunes so that more people can find out about the podcast.
Yep.
Don't forget we have a sister show called the Just Us League.
Yes, we do.
Where we talk about pretty much anything.
Whatever.
Anything from Gerard Butler to The Flash. Our last episode was a trivia one.
Yes.
I had amazing fun with that.
So much fun.
So if you're a fan of comic books and you like a good trivia episode, check out the last episode of the Justice League.
Please.
You want to get a hold of us, you can reach us at Hey Justice League on Twitter, or me personally at Steve Supreme, STEVEE Supreme.
Yes, and I can also be found there on Twitter at CoffeeBuddha738.
Yes, you can. You want to email us? I still haven't set up the Justice League email. I'll try and get that for the next episode. So right now, just hit me at stevesuperbad@gmail.com. STEVEE superbad at gmail. Let us know what you think. Yeah, what did you think of Nothing to Fear? Did Scarecrow give you anything to fear at all? Or was he just a pansy fuck? That voice is never gonna get old.
Oh, dude.
All right, guys. Until next week, you guys keep being the Dark Knight that Gotham deserves. Don't be afraid of shit. All right, guys. Bye.
Later.